Alright guys, in this video I'm showing you my new Valby build. It's not that easy to do, but once you do get it, you're gonna be insane with it. I'm telling you, it is worth it. So let me show you what you need to do. You're gonna have to grind for this module right here. This one right here, supply moisture. Maybe you've heard of it because I've seen a couple people talk about it, but the way I've done my build is insanely different. You will see why. Before I start, keep in mind I always focus on power and attack. I know defense is important. I do have a little bit of defense, but this is not my cup of tea. We're strictly going for the kill. Like I said, you're gonna have to grind this one. In order for you to get this one, you're gonna have to go right here to either Agios, I hope I'm saying this right, or Fortress. So Fortress right here, you see 2.5% chance to get it, or you can also get it right there at Agios here at 2.5%. A trick I can give you guys is to go farm the Vord. Those are here, the Vord fragment. And the reason why I'm telling you to do that is because you're gonna need a lot of shards. So organic shard and inorganic shard. Get a lot of shards and then you're gonna be able to go activate them because they do require a lot. So you see this one, you're gonna need 35 of them if you want to activate them. And there's a new update because before they were not showing you how much you had. And I think they just added this new feature today in the new update. Another trick I can give you guys is to grind them in hard mode. So for example, if you do this one, you're gonna get 18 organic. Once you have a lot of shards, go back to normal mode and look at the difference now. So same thing, Agios, and now yes, you only have 2% chance instead of having the 2.5. I think you have 2% chance, but look at the cost. It only costs you 14 organic shards instead of costing you 35. So I think this is way better in my opinion. I'd rather do this like 100 times than do these 100 times. And I suggest you to do the one at Fortress and normal mode because it is 2.2% instead of 2.0 and Agios. So this is what I did. It's only gonna require you 12 polymer instead of 35 if I'm not wrong. I think 40 actually. Grind the shards and hard mode and grind the mud, the supply mud that we want, and normal mode. So this is what you need to do. Now let's go back to our build. So like I said, you need this right here. While on water increases skill critical hit rate. This is what we need here for the build. It also increases skill duration. This is a plus, and it also increases firearm attribute trigger rate. The most important thing here is the skill critical hit rate. This is what this build is all about. These are all like usual. You know me, I'll go for power, so I have non-attribute skill power plus 77 because all her skills are non-attribute. You can see right here, non-attribute, all of them. So non-attribute, you're gonna need that. I have frontline for both skill critical hit damage and skill critical hit rate. We're gonna go for all the critical hit rate here. Then we have focus on dimension. The reason why I have this on is because I focus on those two abilities most of the time, and you can see they are non-attribute and dimension. The other one are fusion. This one is fusion and this one is also fusion. We focus on those two right here. That's what I said you're gonna have to grind for this build. You can also have technician. It is less costly. It's not as good, but it is less costly. Then we have skill concentration, more skill critical hit damage. We have skill critical hit rate, more of it. And we have iron defense. This is where I get my defense from. This is my build. As for my weapon, this is where the magic will happen. I use a thunder cage. I'm still working on the Python. That will be for another video because I think we can do something even crazier with this one. For now, we're gonna go with my thunder cage. Like always, I have those 4 on. This is crit damage. This is crit damage as well. Crit hit rate, this is a must. Like I'm telling you, we're focusing on the hit rate. You need to have this on. And I have firearm attack because we need to have a little bit of damage as well. Once you have those 4 on, here we do our build. We need a lot of critical hit rate. I will tell you why. So I have this on right here, firearm critical hit rate plus 43%. We do lose firearm attack, but it doesn't matter because we have this one right here and we have this one right here that adds a lot of firearm attack. This one is plus 32, this one is plus 61. So we don't mind the loss here, but we do want the 43% hit rate. And then we have this one right here, fire rate plus 20%. This is for the DPS of the weapon, but you can see I also have 1.5% of critical hit rate. I used to have this one right here, fire rate plus 20, and I had the hit damage plus 6.5. But with this build, we're not going with the hit damage, we're going with the hit rate, trust me. The reason why I have those two is because I do have space to spare, so that's why I'm using them. But you could have guessed it, I'm going with more critical hit rate. This is plus 3%. Actually, I think this one is a must because this is the only other must that will add more critical hit rate, like plus 3%. I think this one is really good. This one is only plus 1.5 and this one is for power because we're using the thunder cage. That means we're gonna work with electricity. I'm still working on my thunder cage because you're also gonna need, you see those stats right here: bonus firearm attack, firearm critical hit rate, firearm critical hit damage, and weak point. These are not the best ones. If you can find with electric attack, it will be insane. I still have not rolled it. I hope I will. Once I do, this is where this one is gonna go insane. But so far, this is what I have on. Now let me tell you why we need that hit rate. You see right here, we have firearm critical hit rate 88%, but this is not the final stat, by the way, because that would be way too good. And this game, whenever you apply value, you need to go back to your real info. So right here, go info, and you're gonna see your real stat in game. So our thunder cage is right here: firearm critical hit rate 40%. This is the real stat. But in order for you to get 40%, which is really good in this game, by the way, because most of the time you're gonna find weapon with 15, 20 would be good as well, but 40 is actually insane. And the only way you can get to 40 is by having all the mods I just showed you on your weapon. Not only we have a lot of hit rate, but our hit damage is also good because most of the time you need to choose, right? But the way I just did it, you have both, you have damage and hit rate. As for my skill, you can see skill critical hit rate 11, not really good because you will see that most characters do not have skill critical hit rate that high. It's really hard to do. In most cases, it's not even that worth it to have mods that work on it. Next up, let's move on to our gear. I'm using this one right here with the thunder cage, obviously. This will boost our skill power. You see at the bottom, 27 for the bolt ability I use the most. And we have the skill power boost ratio for non-attribute skill and non-dimension skill. Okay, now let me show you how it works. So I'm shooting his belly. You see the orange numbers, those are the critical hit damage. This is what we're looking for. So I'm hitting 142,000 damage per critical hit. It's not crazy, but it's really good. I've done way more before, close to 200,000 damage, but it doesn't matter. The reason why it doesn't matter is because look at the rate of those numbers. So they do appear a lot, but now let's see how much they do. But now guys, with the build I just did, whenever I'm standing on water, now look at the rate. All you're gonna see is them orange numbers. Sometimes you will see other numbers. So right now I'm not on water, but as soon as I do, I'm just gonna hit critical hit damage. That is insane. Same thing for our abilities. The critical hit damage will happen so many times. Look at them. All of them at the same time. That is insane, really insane. Now let me explain a little bit more about what I'm doing here. Now let's look at our base stats. So we have firearm critical hit rate 40%, right? And we have let's say we have skill critical hit rate 11%. So remember those 40 and 11. But whenever we stand on water, any kind of water, let me do this ability right here. So we'll create water, and now let's look at our stat. Same thing. Now 40 became 80. Critical hit rate was 11, now is 55%. All of that because of this beautiful mod right here. And keep in mind, it's not even fully upgraded yet. I think that's the best build I have so far, easily. So now let's go test that out. Maybe White Knight Golf. Usually there's a lot of powerful enemies there. Plus it can give us the Python that we need to work on. So we'll do this one. Okay, so we're gonna wait until the waves get harder because now it is gonna be wave 1 and it's kind of useless to show you any build of wave 1. The monsters are just gonna be way too easy to kill. So let's see. Okay, we're just about to finish wave 2. Teammate went down. Go help him. Okay, never mind. She got him. Oh, that's the boss. I just realized. Oh, was easy. My teammates got B. I got A. Guys, the only thing you need to watch out is obviously defense, like I said. But other than that, if you're able to just kill everybody before they get to you, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, I just love seeing only critical hit damage happening. Like, I've never seen so many critical hit damage before. I can't wait to upgrade my new mods, because I can still upgrade it 3 times, but it is so costly, man. I think it costs like it costs around 4 million gold just to upgrade 1 level right now, if I'm not wrong, or at least close to it. We have the little bus right here. Make sure you send on water. And where's she at? Right there. I do wonder if I will get used to seeing only orange numbers, because we used to only see white or green, and now it's only orange for me. Oh, and we have Bunny. Guys, with bunnies it's even easier because she uses electric attacks or abilities, and with my water it decreases their resistance to electricity. So 20%, if I'm not wrong, minus 20% resistance to electricity. So bunnies are just so good with me. Bunnies, Thunder Cage obviously, and Sherman as well. There we go. I hate when they're all separated like that. I want them to be on the same place. That is, my god, bro. I can't believe they did that. Or maybe I can't believe I did that. And guys, because we don't have defense, you're gonna learn how to play differently. Never be really out there where everyone can shoot, you at the same time. Find spots that will benefit you, like this one right here. And then you just have to walk on my water and easy kills for me. Alright, lastly, last round. This is where we'll see how good this build truly is. Let me get in there. Flush. Anybody want some critical hit damage? Y'all can get it. It's just funny how as soon as I touch water, I start seeing orange numbers, and when I don't, I see green ones. Okay, nice. I think we have one more. Got you, brother. And one last thing, guys, the more you upgrade your Transcendent mud, the supply moisture one, the one needed for this build, the more you upgrade it, I think the more you're gonna have critical hit rate. So you're gonna be able to take out some of the mud that you're using right now for critical hit rate, because we could use some of defense, maybe more hit damage, it doesn't matter. But now we're wasting all of our plays on critical hit rate, so I think we're gonna be able to not do that. Where did that guy go? Okay. Alright. Because now the more I think about it, guys, you need to be standing on water. So that means if you stay on water, people are gonna be able to touch you with their attacks, and we're gonna need a little bit of defense. So that was my Valby build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any question, let me know in the comment sections below, or if you could help me or anyone in the comment sections below, let us know. I will take any tips or tricks. That being said, I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.